The other thing in this little piggy episode was they gaslit me so much. And yeah, whataboutismed me and accused me of it, and saying that you were just mentioning it, Geno. It was that because I said that Kayla posed for the photo that Aaron, and that he admitted was a gross thing to do and got a misdemeanor for it, right?
Yeah.
It went 1 to Geno. Disgusting. We're all, Aaron as well. Aaron, Geno, no one thought that was a good thing to do. All right. That was a gross, awful thing to do. But they would like to frame it as if Kayla had no idea the photo was being taken. As if Aaron set up a camera or a hidden camera in like the house or something and took a picture of her while she was changing. That's how they say it was. When I say she posed for it, I mean
this
came
is the pose,
into
baby. Look,
right,
look. This is the pose.
It was like that. Exactly. Right.
That was the pose. And again, when Moody's like, oh, he asked it, Geno laughed. Right. I was very uncomfortable. Like, yeah, tattoos aren't bad. You can put whatever spin you want on it.
Anyway, but they would like for you to think, in the way that they phrase it, is if she didn't pose for the photo. She didn't know that it was being taken. She walked right in there nude. And that's a cute thing to do with a lover, I guess. Like, while they're in the middle of something and then they walk in and pose. But they want you to believe that she had no idea the photo was being taken, as if it was some kind of creepy voyeuristic photo. Was it right to send it? Absolutely not. As someone that's been revenge porned by Patrick Melton, by the way, I understand full well how terrible that is. I understand it. Aaron also now understands it. Obviously, $50 misdemeanor. And Geno, we never didn't understand it. But they want to make the narrative like, Kiki, how dare you defend Aaron over that? I'm like, we always said it was gross. A terrible, awful, low down, dirty thing to do. Aaron also knows that. And he, like Nick, who is on probation right now for 5 years, just like that, Aaron is also paying his debt to society. And that is $50 because that's all they thought of it, right? So
yeah,
and that's what it is. That's what it is. But they want to tell you, they want to scream at you and tell you, Kiki, how dare you? How dare you? I'm like, I saw it. Nick never saw it. I think he's more pissed off that he doesn't know what the photo is and what was she doing behind my back? You were all swinging, weirdo. So anyway, push-ups. Thank you for the $5. I'm just too nice and want to see Nick get his life back on track, but every time it looks like he's showing us some humanity, he pulls something crappy.
Humility. Sorry, I misread. If I can add something, yes. We said that, right? 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I said it earlier in the stream. Like, oh, he's covering, what's her name? Joy, what's it, Reed?
Karen Reed.
I'm like, he's covering Karen Reed. And there was a moment where I felt, I'm like, oh, that's nice. He should, did I not? I'm like, good for Nick.
Oh, and I said the same thing. I went, wow, cool. He's getting back to his roots. He's actually, covering and I love the Karen Reed trial.
And he's great
actually,
at that.
He's actually covering a trial. Like, wow, maybe he's, doing better, getting back to what he should be doing. No. He just needs to go to Hackamania, even though
and how about
his wife.
I won't say the name, but how about the person that reached out to you and said, look, I reached out to him when he was going through it, and then he turned on her, right?
Oh yeah. Yes. She basically, it was Keanu, I've been thinking this for years, and you pulled the narcissist mask right off of him, and he can act calm, cool, and collected, but when challenged, he's a little baby shit boy that turns red and screams.
So what I'm saying is, when Nick loses his marbles because he lies and goes, she was your best friend, Keanu has plenty of friends. Have fun with that. But she does. And the top 5 are not even April. But Keanu was so nice, she put April in the wedding so she could call the night of and manipulate her some more because she was too busy doing whippets and trying to steal someone's and doped up wife.
It was 2 nights before. But
thank you. The night of the rehearsal dinner, right?
No. It was 2 nights before our wedding.
Okay.
So the day before would be that.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
And then when Nick also goes, you shredded her, Keanu didn't dox anyone, saying, and you could disagree, but like, this is how dumb the internet is. And again, this is why I circle back to saying, like, you guys have got to be with me. You're not this stupid, or you're not this neat. You don't need the drama this much that you make up stuff. But when Nick, who just took the L on every platform available, including meme copium, goes, you shredded her privacy. You over-exaggerate.
Meme copium shout out. That was a great take on it. The super tip system. Their terms of service say that they have written consent by every single person that they have the talking heads of. So say you did a super chat, but it's super tips, and it comes up and it's my talking head or whatever. Nick Rekieta goes on his stream and he says, anybody that thinks that it's defamation or whatever, and you'd be confused and actually think it was the person talking, they're stupid and they shouldn't be able to operate a motor vehicle. And then Nick Rekieta cut to this little piggy when I was just simply sitting there, and they have my talking head, which I do not give you permission for. I retract my verbal permission. I don't know how many times I can say it, Patrick Melton. When my talking head comes up and says something, he starts screaming at it. I thought that nobody would be confused by it. Rekieta poo. So we have a clip of it. We're going to watch it. You're going to love it. And we're going to cool our heels. Again, meme copium. Geez, he's really, he's doing the Lord's work, because he clipped this together. And again, he was never my biggest fan.
The fact that it's very good at doing an impression doesn't mean that anyone thinks that that's really the person speaking. In fact, I think if anybody claimed that, they should be locked up. They shouldn't be able to operate a motor vehicle or whatever it is. They're either flat out lying, or they're too stupid for society. Who had been doing that to them?
I don't have any of them. Also, this has to be doing wonders for Kayla's self-esteem.
Kayla knows that she
Yeah,
was
I bet
there.
it's not. Yeah, right.
She was there. Do you think she doesn't know this? Like, what is
Well,
wrong
don't
with
yell
you?
at the AI.
Well,
That
you
was just
yell
AI.
it. Yeah. What do you want from even Patrick goes, well, don't yell at the AI. He thought it was me, Eugene, after that whole diatribe. I learned in the text message that I read from her, oh God, ooh, she was being coerced and emotionally abused by Nick in her, and that's what she said. So I don't co-sign any of that. And
Yeah, I don't care. You don't have to agree with me,
you
but
know who gets you know who Nick is buddies with now? He sits on a stream with Patrick Melton, who did nothing but for 2 years dedicate his entire life to harassing April, to calling her Megamind, and to just making her feel less than nothing.
yeah.
And he sits there with Patrick Melton, goes to a festival of incels, and just thinks that somehow I'm the monster.